Good morning, children. I welcome you all to this session of computers. We are on to chapter 3rd, desk management. In this chapter, children, we will be recalling the features of OS and GUI, which is operating system and graphic user interface. Then we will identify and use the taskbar, quick launch bar, and shortcut menu. And then we will also try to learn about how to customize the Windows setup. Now, here is a small discussion by two of very well known figures for you all, Google and Toggle. See, hey, Google, what runs the computer? Google is answering, Toggle, OS runs it. Toggle asks, what is an OS? Now Google replies, OS stands for operating system. Have you ever noticed how so many different tasks in your school are done so well? It is because your teachers and the principal manage all the tasks at school. In other words, they act as managers. The computer is made up of different parts and perform many tasks at a given time. It also requires a manager to work well. A manager in a computer is called the operating system, right, children? So, according to you, what is an operating system of your house? Yes, it's your mother and your father, it's your parents basically. They manage the entire operation of the house. Everything internal is managed by your mother and external is managed by your father. So they are the operating system of your house. Similarly, in a school, it is the principal, it is the staff there, they are, right? Similarly, for a computer, there is the role of operating system. An operating system is the most important software that runs on a computer. It manages a computer. See, this is a very important line here, which I think you all should try to learn it. That is, it manages the computer. Right? It manages all the activities of the computer. It acts, another one, it acts as an interface between the computer parts. Without an operating system, a computer is useless. There are different operating systems. Some of the popular operating systems are, now children, these are the popular ones which are in the operation, right? MS Windows, MS DOS, Linux, and Mac OS. Now here MS stands for, you all know, Microsoft, right? Okay. So we have learned in previous class about GUI or graphic user interface operating system. Now there is a small mind enhance given. There is one another operating system termed as CUI, character user interface. Here commands need to be typed on the character prompt or command line. For example, DOS. It was the primary method of communicating with a computer all the way through the SOS, right? It is used for less now due to the ease of use and familiarity of the graphical user interface. Now GUI or graphic user interface is user friendly and very common operating system, right? It is it use mouse to move the cursor around the screen and to click the icon. Here there are two words, children, see here, user friendly. Now what does that mean, user friendly? User friendly means, children, that it is very easy to operate. You can operate it very easily. You can learn it if you don't know its operation. MS Windows is a graphical user interface operating system. It has been developed by the company called Microsoft Corporation USA. When we switch on computer, the operating system gets loaded into the computer memory. This process is called booting, right? While your computer is booting, you see a Windows splash screen, right? Okay, so we move ahead. Up till now, I hope everything is clear to you all. Now, Windows has many versions. Windows operating system has many versions. Versions are basically different types. You can call it different types. They have some, mostly they are similar, but they have some distinct features. See, these are the uh, types of operating systems. The first one being Windows XP, the second is Windows 7, and the third is Windows 10. Right? Here we will be learning about the latest version, Windows 10. Right? Now, Windows IO desktop. Yes, any of you can tell me what is IO? Yes, what does this IO here stands for? IO stands for input, output. Right? IO stands for input and output. Once the computer is booted, you will see the first screen with many small icons on the monitor. The screen is called desktop. This is called desktop. See, children, here. This is the desktop. Right? Okay. Now, mind enhance. William Henry Bill Gates is the chairman of Microsoft Corporation. He developed the first version of Windows operating system in 1983. It has four main components: desktop background, icon, gadgets, and a taskbar. Right? So these are the four main components of a desktop. See, children? Now, desktop background. It is the background picture of the first screen. Then Mind Enhance says you can set the desktop background on your computer according to your choice. Okay? Now, turn on the computer and then wait for the welcome screen to appear. Click on the desktop and then apply a nice desktop background to the desktop screen of your computer. Icons. An icon is a small picture on your desktop with a label below that is used to open a proper file and folder. Right? It's a small picture which appears. See, as it is appearing here. These are the icons. Taskbar. A long bar presented at the bottom of the desktop is called the taskbar. A taskbar um, has some button, then search box, task view button, show desktop button, and notification area. It shows the icon for the currently operating programs. Right? See here, these are the small icons which are there, and this entire thing from here to here is called the taskbar. Right? Okay. Now we move to the notification area. This displays the date and time, volume button, and many other buttons. It is also called the notification area. Change date and time. An electronic device like mobile phones, camera, and MP3 players, where date and time keeps on working even when the devices are switched off. Similarly, in computer, date and time keeps on working. To change the date and time in computer, we should do the following steps, right? It's very important. See, many a times we forget, right? We forget many a times we somehow or the other the date and time gets changed automatically. So we should learn how to change. This is the preliminary things, because if date and time are wrong, then whatever you are going to save in the computer, it will have wrong date and time, right? Okay. Click on date and time in the notification area, right, like this. Click on the change date and time setting. A date and time window will appear like this one. See, this broad one, this is the change, and then here you can change it. Click the change date and time option under date and time tab, and then once the date and time have been selected, click OK button. Your new date and time will be set. Right? So we have learned a lot of things in this session. about the desktop, different types of operating systems which are there, right? So I stop here, and until we meet again, it's a goodbye.